Today we're going to practice a little bit on Uttanasana, Hastasana, and we'll see if we add a couple of extra things in there, but basically forward folding from a standing position. So we're going to start with the feet apart, about hip width distance, and then just take a moment to kind of arrive onto the feet. I always like to really settle down into the soles of the feet so that you can feel grounded and rooted. From here, we're going to softly bend through the knees and kind of come into a little bit of a squat. You can keep your hands on the knees like this, or you can bring your elbows down if that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. Check in with the lower belly, so hollow out through the lower belly. This is where we try to engage a little bit of Uddiyana Bandha. From here, we're going to bring the hands to the floor, and this allows us to bring the rib cage to the thighs so that we can feel that connection of the body against the thighs. So the knees are softly bent, the feet are hip width apart, and the hands are on the floor. So if I turn a little bit sideways for you guys, you can kind of see how that looks. Relax the shoulders, take just a few breaths here. Now this sometimes is really hard to do, just the simple motion of bringing rib cage to thighs, hands to floor, and then you start to feel the elongation in the back of the legs. So this is considered Arda Uttanasana because we're lifting the chest and the hands are pressing down, and there's this engagement here in the back muscles. So we're not completely surrendering like we do in Uttanasana. Now from here, we're going to go into Uttanasana by releasing the body, letting the head hang heavy, letting the shoulders softly release, and you can keep the hands right there in front of your feet, or more traditionally, you can slide them back towards the sides of the feet. So either way is fine. Another option that we often do is letting the arms interlace and letting the spine hang heavy. Now at this point, you want to find where your body is positioned as far as weight distribution. So you might need to adjust your feet, you might need to roll the weight a little forward, a little back, a little side to side, maybe rolling the weight into the big toes, out to the pinky toes, kind of deciding where you want to be here. Now from that position, give yourself the opportunity to fully surrender into the back muscles. So you want to lengthen your abdomen. Then we're going to start to lift the sits bones a little bit higher. So start to elevate the hips, trying to lengthen the legs without separating, making any space between the rib cage and the thighs. And then when we're ready, we can release the fingertips. Inhale, lift again, coming into your Arda Uttanasana, your halfway lift. At this time, you can straighten your legs. Again, palms can be down on the floor, or if this is really difficult, you can bring a block or two blocks down so that you can press into the blocks. Maybe a little sway, side to side, belly drawn in, inhale, exhale, and then softly bend the knees and rise back up, coming back to standing. All right. So let's bring the feet together for a moment just to restabilize the body. Now we're going to move into Hastasana. This is the one where we grab the toes. So again, separate the feet, hip width apart, draw in through the belly, inhale, and then exhale, start to move the hips back. As the hips move back, the rib cage and the chest start to shine forward, and then we can release the hands to the floor, and we're going to grab the big toes. Now the way we grab these big toes is we take the thumb and the middle finger and index finger between the big toe and the second toe, and we close it in with the thumb here. Then we release the foot. Same thing on the other side. Grab that big toe, lock it in with the thumb, and then allow the foot to roll back down. Now inhale, we lift the spine and chest so the shoulders roll back. Try to engage into your quadriceps here and lift your kneecaps. As you exhale, pull with your arms, lifting your shoulders away from the ears and letting the top of the head reach down towards the mat. The tailbone lifts up and away. Try to roll a little bit more weight forward to the balls of your feet. Keep the belly drawn in, keep length in the spine, steady, steady breathing. We're going to hold here for 1, 2, 3, roll a little bit more weight to the toes, relax the neck, 4, hollow out the lower belly, lengthen the abdomen, 5, inhale, lift halfway, find a sense of release as the shoulders roll back, Exhale. Good. Now let's try for Hastasana. So this is the one where we step the hands underneath the feet. So release the big toes, slide the left hand fully underneath the foot so that the toes are all the way up by the wrists. And then same thing on the other side. Fingertips to heel, toes by the wrists. Inhale, lengthen, engage the legs, shoulders back, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, this time the elbows open out to the sides. We relax the shoulders away from the ears. Same as before, we're rolling weight forward to the balls of your feet. The belly's drawn in tightly. There's a sense of length in the abdomen, deep stretch in the back of the legs, from the Achilles heels, through the calves, through the ankles and calves, through the backs of the knees, the backs of the legs, into the hips and glutes. Whole back body stretching all the way into the lower back, middle, upper back, even the back of the neck as the top of the head reaches down. Staying here another 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your drishti's towards the tip of your nose. And 5. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Shoulders roll back, lift the heart and chest, belly's in. Exhale, softly release the feet, or release the hands out of the feet. And then inhale, raise yourself all the way back up. Good. Come back to toes and heels together. Samastitihi for a moment. Re-stabilize the body. You can even close your eyes here for a breath or two. Forward folding is something that takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of patience. So give yourself time to move into these poses. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and we'll see you next time. Namaste.